Good morning and Assalamu alaikum. Students, take out your language tree book, this one, and page number is 46. Page number 46, we are going to start unit number 8. I have mentioned on the board. Page number 46, unit number 8, newspaper article. We are going to read about newspaper article. Now, what is newspaper article? Article is a piece of writing included in newspaper about any person or any showbiz celebrity, any famous person, any sports person. So basically, article is a piece of writing about anything. You can write article about anything in the newspaper. And the article below is biographical. The article which we are going to read is biographical, and biographical is a particular person's life in a written form. This is biography of Naseem Hameed, who is an athlete. This is an article about the biography about the life of Naseem Hameed. She is an athlete and she has represented Pakistan in many ways, in many sports. So we are going to read about her, how she had become famous and how she had represented herself and how she represented her country around the world. She is the top young runner from Pakistan. She is top runner from Pakistan, Naseem Hameed. I hope you have heard about her when she had won South Asian Games. 11 South Asian Federation Games in Dhaka on February 9, 2010. She won gold medal in 100-meter event in these South Asian Games. She had won gold medal in these South Asian Games in 100-meter race. So look here, it is written headline and byline. Headline means a heading of the top. This is the heading of the top. Top young runner from Pakistan. This is the heading, headline. And byline, a line naming the writer of an article by Junaid Aziz. Now this article is written by Junaid Aziz, and this is byline, this is headline. So this is difference between byline means name of the writer and headline means the main heading about which the article is being written. Now I will start reading. Naseem Hameed, the Pakistani athlete, became the fastest woman in South Asia when she won a gold medal in the 100-meter event of the 11th South Asian Federation Games in Dhaka, Bangladesh, on Monday, February 9, 2010. So she had won an athlete. Who is an athlete? Who is an athlete? Athlete is a sportswoman profession, one who is very good at sports or physical exercise, especially one who competes with others. Athlete is a person who competes with others and is known as a sports person, sport woman or sportman. And they are very, very good at sports and very, very good at their physical exercise. So she is an athlete, but first Pakistani woman athlete. She is first Pakistani woman athlete who had won gold medal in South Asian Games in 100-meter race. So this is important thing for you people to remember it about Naseem Hameed. You should know about the famous sports persons of Pakistan, how they are making their country famous around the world, making their country proud around the world. You should know about that very well. Now the first thing one notices about Naseem is her bright smile and her warm, welcoming personality. Now look at this picture, look at her smile. She has a very, very bright smile and a very, very friendly personality. Welcoming personality means friendly personality. Now I'm going to read from here, from this paragraph on page number 46. This is now about Naseem, where she was born, how she became an athlete, how she came into this. This is written in this small paragraph. Naseem was born in 1988. That means she is just 32 years old. Naseem was born in 1988 in Karachi, and she won her medal back at 2010. So think she was 22 years old when she won this gold medal. Naseem was born in 1988 in Karachi. She started her career as an athlete from her school. She participated in various sports activities at school and college levels. During her time in college, she was noticed by army coaches and was allowed to practice in army grounds in Korangi. Now, as she participated in many her schools and colleges sports events, so she was noticed by army officers that she is a good runner. She can run very quickly and very good runner and very good sports. She can be very good sports person. So they allowed her to do practice in an army ground in Korangi in Karachi. She won various local events after this and was then picked by Pakistan Railways as an athlete. Naseem's consistent performance. Consistent means keep doing something in the same manner. Like if you are coming first, so you will come first in one class, two class, three class, four, and you will remain consistent. Keep doing the same way. Performance earned her a place to represent Pakistan in 2010 SAF Games in Dhaka, South Asian Federation Games. There she won the gold medal in 100 meter, clocking 11.81. She was given the title of fastest woman in South Asia as she emerged as the queen of the track. Emerge means come up. Now, after she won the gold medal in 100 meter, and she was the first woman, fastest woman in South Asia, not in Pakistan, but in South Asia. She was the fastest woman to reach this 100 meter race, and she emerged as came up as the queen of the track. You know the track on which the sports persons run, do running, and where the races are held, like this. Look at here in this picture. The background is the track of a playground, of a place where these races happen. So she was known as the queen of tracks, as she had the record of fastest running woman in South Asia. Now these lines which are quoted and written in italic form, these are lines of Naseem Hameed. This was the article in this plain writing. Now this is in inverted commas, speech marks. And these lines are said by Naseem. What she's saying: I had forgotten the world for nearly 6 months and trained really very hard under my coach Maqsood Ahmed. Now see, when you have to achieve something, you have to do hard work for it. Now what she had done, she says, I forgot the entire world for 6 months. For 6 months, she was just doing her practice for this South Asian Federation races and games. She trained herself very hard with a coach. For a training, you need a coach. So she had a coach, Maqsood Ahmed, to achieve my dreams. Now these speech marks are closed. That means the lines said by Naseem are over. Now again, she told reporters after her victory. Now she told reporters after her victory, again there are speech marks. Now the lines written in these speech marks are said by Naseem again. Now what she said, told the reporters about her victory. Victory means success. She said, it is golden moment of my life that I have brought glory to my country. Glory means honor. Now she is describing those moments when she won the race. She is saying that that were the golden moments, you know, the moments which you cannot forget your whole life, and you're very proud and honored for it. So she said, I'm very these it is golden moment of my life that I have brought glory to my country. Doing something for your country and representing your country in a good manner is more than any success. Is more, it make you more proud than anything else. Doing something for your country, representing your country in a good manner in other countries. So she is very proud that she has represented her country in these games, and she had won her country an honor for that. She said, now she after she said again, there are sleep marks. These are the lines of Naseem. She said, I hope my performance will inspire young athletes to join sports. Now speech marks are closed, she said. Now she is saying that she's hoping that her performance will inspire other young athletes also to join sport. Inspire means we create feeling in a person that you get inspired from many people. You get inspired from your parents, from your teacher, from your friends, from other persons who are doing good in life. So you get inspiration from them, you learn from them, and there is a, you know, feeling in you also that you also want to do something. So she is saying that she is hoping that her performance will inspire other young athletes to do so the thing which she had done. That other athletes also do this. Other athlete, women especially, train themselves, come up in these kind of races and represent their country and won gold medals. So she is inspiration for many athletes today also. For Naseem Hameed to win 100-meter race was a historic moment, as no Pakistani woman had achieved this landmark. Now, this is also a great thing in 26-year history of regional games. Now, no Pakistani woman has won this medal since 26 years. So it is an history, it is an historic moment, historical moment for her, that after 26 years, she is chosen by God to won this medal and to represent Pakistan and to represent women, that women are strong as well. They can also achieve what they want. So on February 12, 2010, President of Pakistan appointed Naseem as Ambassador of Sports for her success at the SAF Games. Later now, when she won this medal, so President of Pakistan appointed her as an ambassador. Ambassador is a person who promote particular promoter of a particular make of goods. Now she is a ambassador of sports, so she represents sports. Later on, Pakistan's leading mobile company also added Naseem Hameed to its panel of brand ambassador. Now, panel is a small group of people who are chosen to do something. 3 to 4 persons are sitting there and they do their discussions and their judgments. Brand ambassador, promoter of particular make of goods. Make of good means like mobile companies, like electronic companies, like clothing brands. So they choose their ambassadors who endorse their products, who like you watch advertisements in that Lux advertisement, in mobile advertisements, in many other advertisements. People choose these famous professional people because many people are inspired by them. So they think by making these sports person or these celebrities as their brand ambassador, the common people will go and buy their products. So they are just an endorses those brands and those products of which they are brand ambassadors. So I hope you people are doing your homework properly and on daily basis. Whatever homework I give you, you have to do it on your books. Now from today, we are going to start workbook as well. Today we are going to start workbook as well. I will give you homework of workbook that you have to do just on the workbooks. The homework of workbook, you will just do it on the workbooks. The homework given from this language tree book, you will do that homework on copies. Okay, the homework of workbook will be done on books. The homework of this language tree book will be done on copies. So let's start the exercise now. Now take out page number 48. Take out page number 48. Language, subject and object pronouns. Now we have to understand what are subject and object pronouns. We are on page number. I have told you before we have that about pronoun, that we use pronoun instead of object. We don't use name every time. We don't write the name again and again. So instead we use pronoun. That what are subject pronouns? That are I, you, he, she, it, we, they, and object pronouns. Look at this, na? These boxes. Subject pronoun. Subject is which comes at the start of a sentence. Object which comes at the end of a sentence. What are subject pronouns? I, you, he, she, it, we, and they. And what are object pronouns? Me, you, him, her, it, us, them. So you have to remember this. The subject pronouns are different. The object pronouns are different because subject is at the start of the sentence and object is at the end of the sentence. So we use pronouns in place of nouns. These are subject pronouns and object pronouns. Now look at this example. Imran Khan inspired Wasim Akram. Imran Khan is subject, Wasim Akram is object. So what we will write instead of Imran Khan, look at this subject pronoun. Imran Khan, he inspired Wasim Akram. Now look at these object pronouns, me, you, him, her, it, us, and them. Instead of Wasim Akram, we will write him. He inspired him. He is subject pronoun, him is object pronoun. So there is a difference between these both of these two. So you have to complete the sentences with one of the words in the brackets. These are the brackets given. The brackets are given in these sentences, and you have to select what is it subject pronoun or is it object pronoun. Now look at number 1. She / her. It is written in bracket. I will do it for you. 1. This is the bracket. She now / he. Bracket close. Is an athlete. Now who is an athlete? She or he? The topic was the article which we have studied in this chapter. She. So you will just circle she. She is an athlete. Okay, do you get that? Just circle is she. She is an athlete. Now look at number 2. Sentence number 2. We lost to dash at cricket. They or them. It will be they or them. We lost to them at cricket. Circle them. We lost to cricket. We lost to them at cricket. We lost to them at cricket. You have to circle them. Now look at number 3. Now there are two given here brackets at the start and at the end. I circle I in number 3. I pass the ball to him. Circle him. and I passed the ball to him. Do you get that? Number 4. Circle we. We took part in the swimming competition. We took part in the swimming competition. Circle we. Number 5. They played better than us. Circle us. And at the start, circle they. They played better than us. Number 6. Dad saw me win the long jump. And circle me. Number 6. I am doing number 6. Dad saw me win the long jump. I hope you have opened your books and you are doing it with me. Dad saw me win the long jump. Number 7, he was proud when they gave him the medal. He was proud when they gave him the medal. He was proud. Circle he and him in 7th one. Number 8, I can run faster than her. Circle I and her. I can run faster than her. Okay. Now look at number 2. Question number 2. Replace the underlined word with noun with correct pronoun. Mrs. Qasim, she is female, so it will be she. Now like this you have to do. Mrs. Qasim gave the cup to Danish. Now, and this is these are underlined words. Okay. Now you will write she above Mrs. Qasim as she is a female, so we will use she. And Danish is object pronoun, so it will be him. She gave the cup to him. Like this, you have to write these sentences on the book. Now, second sentence, Danish held up the cup. Instead of Danish, you will write he. Instead of Danish, you will write he. His sister cheered. His sister, she cheered. Both children, there are 2 children, you will write they. They hugged their parents. They hugged them. Instead of their parents, you will write them. That night, Danish and his family. Instead of Danish and his family, you write they. All celebrated. Next day, Danish. Instead of Danish, you will write he. Me and Sarah. Instead of me and Sarah, you will write S. Now come on page number 49. Join each pair of sentences with and but or so. Now these are conjunctions, but these are conjunctions of and, but, and so. The next one is although, because, after, so, that. So you have to do it by yourselves. Okay, now I am writing your homework on the board, and I will also give you the homework from this workbook. Okay. The workbook homework you will have to do on the workbook, and this book language tree book homework you will have to do it on the copies. Now first of all, write down your homework of this language tree book. See. Language tree page This is this. Page number 49. Page number 49, question number 1 and question number 2 on copies. I have mentioned here on copies. Okay. Now take out your workbook. Earlier you just have 10 minutes. Take out workbook. Now I'm writing here workbook. Workbook page number 18 and 19. All questions. See page number 18 and 19. These are page number 18. Page number 18, page number 19. You have previously done all these exercises on book. I mean regarding these exercise adjective verbs and sentences of your own, add verb, these kind of things, parts of speech. So page number 18 and 19. Just do it on the book. Okay, page number 18, question 1, 2, 3. Page number 19, question 4, 5, and 6 on the books. On this book. Write down your homework properly and clearly. I'm telling you again, write your homework properly and clearly. There's a language stream homework is different. Workbook homework is different. This you have to do it on copies. This you have to do it on books. Do you understand? And do your homework regularly on your copies, on your books, whatever homework I have given you, do it regularly on your copies. So if you have any question regarding this homework, regarding this lecture, you can ask me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, Miss.
Walaikum Assalam. Ibrahim. Ibrahim, can you hear me?
Yes, teacher. Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum Assalam.
टीचर ये जो आपने पेज नंबर 49 क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 और 2 कॉपी पे करनी है.
Yes.
ओके टीचर, थैंक यू.
Welcome. Hello, Muhtasim.
अस्सलामुअलैकुम मिस.
Walaikum Assalam.
मिस ये वीडियो YouTube पे आ जाएगी?
हाँ जी.
Okay, miss.
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes.
टीचर मैंने आपसे ये पूछना था, ये जो आपने कल पेज 44 करवाया था वो क्या था, मुझे इसकी समझ नहीं आई कुछ। वो आपकी वॉइस ठीक ठाक नहीं आ रही थी।
बेटा अब दोबारा यूट्यूब पे वॉच कर लो ना वीडियो।
ओके टीचर, एंड 2 मिनट्स में मैं आपसे टीचर, ये जो आपने आज होमवर्क दिया पेज 18 पर, ये जो क्वेश्चन दिया इसका क्या करना हमने?
मैं आपको बताती हूँ। पेज नंबर 18 क्वेश्चन नंबर
3। Page number 3.
Okay, you have to complete these sentences about yourself. आपने अपने बारे में sentences में लिखना है adverb एक यूज करके, ठीक है?
Okay. And teacher, और teacher page 19 पर question 5.
नीचे पैराग्राफ दिया हुआ है, उसका आपने बताना है कि कौन सा पार्ट ऑफ स्पीच है। पार्ट ऑफ स्पीच बोल्ड लेटर्स में जो वर्ड्स लिखे हुए हैं उसको आपने देख के बताना है कि ये पार्ट ऑफ स्पीच कौन सा है, नाउन है, प्रोनाउन है, वर्ब है।
एंड टीचर ये जो ऊपर क्वेश्चन 4 है इस पर हमने ये लगाने देयर और हाउ
ऑफन, यस, ये आपने वर्ड्स यूज करने हैं। ओके
टीचर, ये जो कलर हुए हैं इनसे हमने देखना है।
हाँ जी।
ओके एक्सक्यूज मी टीचर।
यस
ये जो आपने है हमें पेज नंबर 49 पे क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 दिया है टीचर, हमने पहले ये सारी ऐसी स्टेटमेंट लिखनी है फिर इसका आंसर लिखना है या डायरेक्ट आंसर लिखना है?
नहीं, आपने स्टेटमेंट लिख के फिर आंसर लिखना है।
एंड टीचर
जी
टीचर क्वेश्चन नंबर 2 कैसे करना है हमने?